Hello, and welcome back to Stardew Valley Expanded. Today is our first day of fall. I am so excited. Oh, will you look at that? There's a bunch of leaves everywhere. Ooh, I wish Vanilla had that. That's really cool. I suppose before I get too distracted, I should start cleaning everything up. I just finished getting everything tilled, and I just realized this is bearing fruit. Our first persimmon, a sweet, slightly tangy fruit. Ooh, that's very cute. And up here we have a wild plum. We're gonna need that. For now, I'm gonna pop those in my fruit chest. So here are some of the extra things that I had saved from last month. We're gonna wanna go ahead and get these planted, but we also wanna head over to Pierre's and get plenty of new seeds. We need to keep this in mind. We have the melon, we have the butternut squash, and the corn. So we're going to want a bunch of pumpkins and a bunch of sweet potatoes so we can try to get these gold star. And then over here, we're going to need all of these. These are vanilla, and then this is the special one from the new mod. So we're going to definitely want to make sure we have this, and we need this for the other one anyways. So we're definitely going to be growing those. And the other thing is I don't quite have enough wheat yet, so we're going to want to make sure that we get plenty of wheat as well. Let's get headed over to Pierre so we can get this done. Looks like everything here is pretty much the same except for the sweet potato. But that makes things easier to plant, so that's okay. Let me figure out exactly what I want. All right, I think this should be everything. I got 32 of these, and we're going to be putting the basic fertilizer on them. And then I think this should be enough for my second section, and this is almost enough for the third section. And I still have this and a couple of plants in the ground. So that will cover the last of it. Anything else that I'm missing, I can fill with some mixed seeds or flower seeds. Our pumpkins and sweet potatoes are planted. We've got quite the random assortment here with wheat, the fairy rose seeds, amaranth, the rare seeds, and one broccoli seed fit. We're going to go ahead and plant the rest over here. Now I've got the arduous task of getting everything watered before nightfall. I'll see you when it's all done. I've got everything important planted, but I think I want to plant some flowers down here as well. There we go. This is our little area so we can put some beehives in here. I do have one, but I am waiting for it to produce honey, and then I will move it once I've collected it because I don't want to restart its cycle. And as is quite typical of the first day of any season, that's all that I had time for was planting. The good news is that last season, with all of the prep that we did, now I don't have to water every morning. That gives me so much more time to do things. Since we have so much money left over from seeds, I want to see if I can catch Robin before she heads to her fitness class today. I'll come back and get all that forage as soon as we're done, but I don't want to miss the opportunity. Okay, we caught her just in time. We want to get the big barn. This will give us goats. So I was wrong in the last episode. We get sheeps and pigs as the last upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to work on this one. And then we'll probably work on the big coop next rather than doing the final barn stage because that'll be really expensive. Thank you, Robin. Sorry for bothering you before your class. Good ore deep in the mines, easy to strike riches, but it's risky. If you're in a situation where a horde is guarding a treasure, even a big one, take my advice, turn away. That's good advice. When I first started playing this game, I died a lot, and I'm sure while I'm playing it this time I will as well because it's easy to get distracted when you're trying to think of things to say and everything that you're doing while recording, but I think over time I've gotten a little bit better at it. Ah, hello there, Melly. You showed up at the perfect time. It's our new special orders board. Robin and I built it from scratch. Louis, all you did was hold the nails. Ahem. Ignore her. Now, let me explain. You see, with Oakhart Farm back in business, the local economy has really been picking up. As a result, some of the local townsfolk have been asking me for a way to source local ingredients for their businesses or personal projects. So Robin and I came up with the idea of a new special orders board where people can post bigger jobs than would make sense for the old billboard outside Pierre's. Yeah, for example, I plan on requesting some hardwood for a bed that I want to make. I won't put you on the spot, but if you want to help me out, you can just accept the job from this board. Who knows, maybe if the bed turns out well, I'll start selling them in my shop. I look forward to helping. I thought so. I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Melly. So, can we say that you're on board? Well, I'm sure you're busy, so we won't keep you away from your work any longer. As always, I appreciate your willingness to contribute. Take care, Melly. Let's see what we've got. So, we of course have the hardwood supply, and we have a fertilizer. This is a new one. I'm in the market to purchase some freshly made quality fertilizer. My babies need the extra nutrients. Do we have the recipe for the quality fertilizer? I don't think that we do, so I don't think that that's a good idea for me to accept just yet. In that case, I think we're going to go with this one. Because I just have basic fertilizer right now. So we're going to have to look out for this one once I've unlocked that. Hopefully we'll get that during fall because I planted quite a bit more. But what I'm really down here for is some fishing. There's a few fish that we need to catch in this season. And we've got to see if we can find some of those new fish that I haven't found yet. First, salmon. I'm just realizing, isn't the second Penny's birthday? If it is, that means I didn't check the calendar or the TV this morning. I'm going to go double check that I've done that. I did not. Today is Penny's birthday. I need to get her something before I can't find her anymore. Not quite sure where she is, so I'm going to go ahead and fish from here so that when she walks by, I can give her her gift. There's Penny. Happy birthday. Pretty much just found some basic fish today. Nothing particularly special, so I'll have to try a different spot in the future. Taking a quick look around to see what kind of trees we have. We have an apple tree down here. That was the one that was burnt and was bearing coal in the last one. That's really good. We need 3 apples for one of the bundles. I was looking around to see if we have a pomegranate one. So we also need that. We sure do. Very nice. Glancing up here, and it looks like that money tree up here is still bearing, so we'll definitely want to try to get that pick before the end of the month so we can see what exactly it is that it's giving us. Okay, as far as I can tell, those are the only extra fruit trees that we have. So we have 1 apple tree, 1 pomegranate, and 1 persimmon. Not too bad. Level 8 fishing. The deluxe worm bin. I want this. I did talk about making the regular worm bin a little while ago, but I wanted to wait for this one because this one gives better bait and I don't need a ton of regular bait right now. So I think that's the one we're going to go for. And that's kind of helping us get towards making the big coop as well. There is our honey. Let's go ahead and move this down with the plants that we have that are specifically for it. Well, I know a couple of recipes. I thought I'd send you one. Maybe it'll help you mine more ore or something. Take care, Clint. Algae soup. Thank you, Clint. Dear Melly, I'd like to give my cows a special treat. They're such good girls and hungry too. Could you bring me one bunch of amaranth? They love this stuff. Thanks, dear. Marnie. We're waiting on it to grow, but once it's grown, we shall. That does remind me that I do have some extra stuff in here. I need to start building up friendship with Marnie. I haven't done that. I need to try to make the pale ale probably as soon as my next wine is done being made. I could also just make some more kegs as well. We could go to the mines and get stuff for that. This is just a pepper, and I need to work on this. So I think I'm going to grab the pepper today, as well as probably a leek for George. And we'll want to stop by and give that to George, and then we'll want to head out for the day, I think. I think for now I'm going to carry these fiddlehead ferns around as food. They're not incredibly great. Ooh. Look at all these crows. Good sirs. Very good sirs. I love them. As I was saying, I'm going to use these fiddlehead ferns as a food source for now until blackberry season, and then I'll use the blackberries as a food source then. My mind is bursting with ideas for improving the store. Hi. Yes? Okay. I tried. Don't want to bother her too much. She looks like she's thinking about work stuff since she's on her way. Here you go, George. And a gift. So we're up to 4 hearts with George. Very nice. Oh, we've got George's cutscene. How am I going to reach that letter in the back? Here, let me help you, Mr. Molnar. There you go. I could have done it myself, and I can certainly move around on my own. How feeble do you think I am? Melly, were you watching us? I know this isn't what the game wants me to do, but I am going to choose this option. I was. You should have asked instead of assuming George wanted help. Oh, I guess you're right. I'm sorry, Mr. Molnar. It was rude what I did. No. I'm sorry, miss. I shouldn't have gotten so angry. It was actually very kind of you to help me out. That's okay, Mr. Molnar. I understand. It must be difficult to grow old. It is just a different part of life. You're right, we shouldn't ignore the reality of aging. I guess the sooner we come to terms with our mortality, the more time we can spend really living in the here and now. Well, it was interesting talking to you, Melly. I should go. I know that the game wants me to reassure Penny that she was helping, but I don't think that you should just put your hands on people. You should ask first. Shane? Oh dear. Melly, can you do something? He's out cold. Bah. Wah. Shane, what's the matter with you? All you do anymore is mope around your room and drink beer. You wouldn't understand. I'm worried. What's your plan? Don't you ever think about the future? Plan? Hopefully, I won't be around long enough to need a plan. Jas. I'm sorry. Shane's cutscenes are very hard. We're gonna give Marnie a quick gift. That's what I was down here for. Try to raise her friendship. It looks like we can go in here now. So we're gonna grab this. When we see Lewis, we'll give that to him. I have this other stuff for Abigail. Oh, there's Lewis. Here you go. Yes. Perfect timing. You found them. Where? Oh, there? I have no idea how they could have gotten there. This stays between you and me. Got it? Okay, well that solves that one. So we got some money from both of these quests. That's really good. We're going to head over to the Secret Woods, though, next. And we're going to go ahead and try to get some of that hardwood done. Oh, and it looks like we got a mushroom colony. We definitely need that. I think that might be the last thing we need for the fall bundle, for the foraging. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of them up here, too. Make sure we get them all. Don't know if they'll have any other uses. So it looks like the baneberry bush is all kind of dried up over here. It's still a pretty cute looking area, though. I think that might be all the hardwood in here. I'm going to see if we have any more hardwood trees on our farm. Looks like we've got one and a stump, a couple of stumps. So we'll definitely get those. So we're halfway there already, and it's only day one. That's not too bad. Doesn't look like I've missed any others, unfortunately. That's still some really good progress. We ended up with quite a few of these mushroom colonies. We need one of those to go with us. I've been storing some extra stuff in here. We might end up making a trip soon, just to deposit some stuff. Maybe when we get that third apple, perhaps. We still have a bit of time for the day, and I realized I forgot to bring my fishing rod down to the Secret Woods, so I'm going to run back down there and see if I can get the wood skip before it's bedtime. Well, no, we got a wall basket, but nothing else but carp. Wish I had remembered to bring my fishing rod earlier. Another tiny bit of cash. This is really good. So tomorrow it's supposed to be cloudy with wind, which is really good because tomorrow is Elliot's birthday. More often than not, it's usually raining on his birthday for me, which makes it quite difficult to give him a gift. Figured I'd give you this recipe I had laying around. Try not to burn it. Fried eel from George. Thank you, George. Our barn upgrade is complete, so we'll want to go get a goat soon. Let's give our stuff to Abigail. Andy was a bit much at the saloon last night. He just doesn't have a filter. We're all special in our own little ways. Have an enjoyable day, dear. That was kind of a backhanded compliment, but oh, right. Let's get our goat here. We're going to go with Paprika. Now I want to head on back to the Secret Woods, and this is kind of twofold. One, I want to work on the quest for Robin, and two, I want to see if all of it respawns. Found another shrub seed for next year. Or potentially even the greenhouse if we get that unlocked. We got ourselves another one of these as well. So it looks like you get about 26 hardwood from in here. That's really good. We need 13 more. That's not bad. I can't remember if there's hardwood in this area down here or not. Might give it a quick glance. I didn't go too far in, so I could be wrong here, but at least at the top of this area, there doesn't appear to be any hardwood. I can finish the quest off tomorrow, so I'm not too worried about it. For now, I just want to try again at getting the wood skip. There we go, finally. A quick hello for Paprika. Definitely want to start getting their friendship up so we can get that goat milk. We got a decent amount of forageables. Starting to get crazy in here with all these mushrooms and stuff. I think I'm going to do some farm clearing with the remaining energy that I have for the day. And apparently get a book. Felled trees have a 5% chance to yield double the wood. Thank you very much. I feel like I'm in a constant battle with trying to get this area cleared up over here. It just doesn't seem to want to be finished. Found another stump that I could reach. That helps out. And an even sneakier one back here. That gets us up to 71. Only 9 more. We've got to give Elliot his gift today. I'm going to go ahead and replace the sunflowers that were here with some broccoli. I think with these extra spots that I've got, one there and one over here, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop at Pierre's today and get a few extra seeds. Happy birthday, Elliot! I'm going to quickly sell off some of the forage I just got, because this is an unnecessary amount of it, and we definitely want the money. Are you guys ready to see how bad I am at this game? You scared me, sneaking into my room like that. So, I've been playing Journey of the Prairie King for hours, and I can't even beat the first level. This game is ridiculously hard. Well, either that or I'm just terrible at it. Hey, do you want to try this level together with me? I think I might do better with your help. I think she will regret her decision to include me. I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm okay, and sometimes I'm really bad at this one. Does Expanded make this easier or something? We did it! Hey, that was fun! Thanks, Melly. I didn't think you'd know how to work a joystick so well, but it seems you're experienced. What a comment there, Abigail. What a comment. Okay, I had just enough. I grabbed those to fill the spots that I cleared out, and that'll leave me with just enough for the coop if I can get there in time. All right. Let's go ahead and get the big coop upgrade. Thank you very much. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this in here as well. So now we just need to get 9 more hardwood and that quest will be done. And before we go to the secret woods to do that, let's drop off some community center items. A heater, that'll be really nice. And there are our fall forage seeds. Nice. Anything from the cart? We have 5 beet seeds. I don't have any money though. I would say that's probably the only thing that's currently worth it, but even if we did have the money, I don't think I would get it because I need more than that. Now let's finish off this hardwood. And there's our first special order. We got a bit of money back. We're definitely going to be using that to probably get a duck. Now we can get these extra seeds planted, and I am going to go ahead and use fertilizer just in case. Go ahead and place this heater in here that Marnie gave us. I'm going to go ahead and sell a few things so that we have a little bit more money. We don't have much time, but I'm going to go see if I can start working on some of these ghosts for this quest I got from the wizard. I haven't really gone to see the wizard much, and he had some interesting stuff going on in his tower. I think I kind of just spaced it and forgot, but I should definitely change that. I should start bringing him some stuff and becoming his friend. And here's our last ghost. There we go. We'll go turn that in tomorrow and we'll make sure we have a gift for the wizard. That is much better. We've got our first harvest of eggplants. I have to say, I'm not actually sure if I like eggplants or not. I only ever had them once when I was very young, and I'm not sure if maybe it was just a bad recipe or a bad preparation, or if I actually don't like them. Definitely something I'm going to have to retry in the future and see if I actually like it. Hello, Mr. Wizard. There's the quest, and here is a gift. We've got a long ways to go. We're on 0. I need to be trying to see him twice a week now, I think. Something tells me with how crazy his basement is that I should probably be prioritizing his friendship. So I think I'm going to start carrying around some essences to remind me that I need to see him. I think for the rest of the day, I'm going to work on this quest here, to the bottom of the mines. I believe we're pretty close. So I'm going to try to get there today and finish that quest off and get us some extra resources and anything else along the way. Wow, we got a iridium bar from that. That's really good. And we also pulled this. That doesn't seem genuinely too bad. Maybe I'll see if I like it. Doesn't seem nearly as strong as the other one, though. It's fast, but it's not as strong. So I think I'll stick with the one that I like. Hit 110. Definitely will take the upgraded boots. 115. I think we'll go ahead and call it there, but that's pretty good. Only 5 more levels to go, and we got some decent loot this time. I'm going to go ahead and sell some of my gold bars tonight. That way I can get a little bit of extra cash. Level 8 mining, Mega Bomb. There we go, that's good. Today we learned tortillas. Dear Melly, thank you for purchasing a coop upgrade. In addition to doubling the capacity of your coop, I've taken the liberty of installing an incubator. To use the incubator, simply place an egg inside. If you have space left in your coop, the egg will hatch in several days. As always, Thanks for your business, Robin. No, thank you, Robin. That's really going to help us. There's a little area up here. Interesting. Oh, I see. This is kind of like her little workshop over here. That's really cute. I was coming back here to check the trash can and noticed there was a door there and figured I should click on it. Only people I get along with well in Pelican Town are George and Pam. Not many people understand me. Maybe it's the age difference. What about Mayor Lewis? That man is a Yoba darn fool if I've ever seen one. Him and I don't meet eye to eye. That's unfortunate. Okay. Give Marnie a piece of quartz. Just for a little bit of friendship. And then we're here for a duck. And we're going to go with nutmeg because it is fall and nutmeg is most commonly used, at least for me, during Thanksgiving time. Let's check the cart. Got a caviar and the goat milk. Nothing else. This we're in the process of getting, so there's no reason to buy it early. And this we have a sturgeon for, so I'm not too worried about that either, if I'm honest. Let's drop by the Wizards before I forget. Still on 0 hearts. Okay, before I forget any longer, let's make a worm bin. And then a deluxe worm bin. And we're going to get that sit down. I'm going to go ahead and move this because I don't really use it. So there's not really a point to having it there. I'm going to just chuck this in here for now. Now it's time to decide what I want to do for today. I could go finish off the mines, and that'll probably be, that would be the final thing that I would do for the day. But I'm thinking, looking at my money here, the smarter thing would be to upgrade this. And there's 2 reasons for that. 1, because it's really slow getting through the mines with a low-level pickaxe. 2, that there is a meteor blocking a special area on the left side of our farm, and we want to get to that. 1 pickaxe upgrade, please, Clint. Gonna say hello to Martin. Oh, he's tired. Oh, hey there. How may I help you? Just want to see what you were up to. And I completely forgot that I had a ticket waiting for me, so let's go see what we can get. I think it's mystery boxes. Heck yeah. That tea's going to be useful for somebody's birthday. I think I'm going to get up to something potentially kind of silly over here. There's the tiger trout I was looking for the other day. You know, I'm not sure if we can reach the legendary from there, so I might just go up here to make sure. There's our first legendary. And some bait. Very nice. Did you do anything memorable this week? I try to do at least one interesting thing every week that sticks with me. I just caught a legendary, actually. It's such a shame all Gotoro Empire imports are banned. They produce exquisite art and wine. I hope this war with them ends soon. So much violence over such trivial differences. Hello, Melly. What a pleasant surprise. I was just stopping in to relax after an 8-hour writing session. Bartender, fetch me your finest ale and bring some wine for the lady. There you go, sir. Wait, I propose a toast to Pelican Town. Ah, to a harmonious future for the community. What a virtuous idea. Here's to Pelican Town. Strong stuff. I just wanted to check in with all the people in here and say hello and get some friendship from them. I now think it's time to go ahead and retire this bait and go ahead and stick to that. I'm going to go ahead and hang on to the angler. This farm is so huge, I might go ahead and make fish ponds for all the legendaries. Let's make a few kegs. And let's go ahead and chuck some stuff in. And some more bee houses as well. Might as well up the production down here. There we go. I think that's looking pretty good. I think that's going to go ahead and do it for us this episode. We got a lot started in this episode. We've got everything planted and in the ground for fall. We got the big barn, the big coop. We've got some new animals. We've got our pick going in for a gold upgrade. We're going to have a lot of things to do in the future episodes to try to get done before winter. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you coming along. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again.